The next speaker, Comrade D. Raja, member of the National Leadership of the Communist Party of India, member of the Rajya Sabha, also began his political life from the student movement, All India Student Federation. Then he was the All India General Secretary of the All India Youth Federation. And another important thing, his daughter Aparajita is today leading the struggle of the JNU students along with Kanhaiya Kumar and others. I invite D. Raja.
Respected Comrade Ashok, Comrade Sitaram, I can call you all Comrade. Comrade Jitendra, Comrade Patil, Comrades and friends. Today, for a moment, I stand before you as a proud father. Now I am known as Aparajita's father. And I find there are some people who are Aparajita's childhood friends sitting here. And I know Comrade Sitaram's children also used to play with my daughter. As a personal anecdote, when she was a school girl, some guests came to my place. There used to be some neighborhood Muslims. She started telling the guests, "Do you know how Muslims do namaz?" They said, "We don't know." Then she started demonstrating how Muslims do namaz. Then they asked, "What about your mother?" She said, "My mother, she has taken," what is that? Baptism. Yes, she has taken baptism. She is a Christian. Then they asked, "What about your father?" "My father? Maybe a Hindu." Then they asked, "What about you?" "Me? I am a normal person." She was a school girl at that time. Some papers picked up and printed also. This innocence that flows from the minds of children, will it flow from the minds of people like Mr. Advani and others? That was the time post Babri Masjid period. So this is what the children think. They think we all should be normal human beings, normal social beings. And this is not understood by many. That is leading to many tensions, conflicts, quarrels, fights, struggles in our social life. We are discussing the question of intolerance. I go beyond that. Of course, our country is passing through a very critical period. It is not just intolerance. More than that, we are facing a biggest challenge of our times. India is facing the threat of the Indian fascism emerging. We should try to understand. That is where the question of political resistance assumes greater importance. 1925, a critical year in the history of India. The Communist Party of India was formed in 1925. RSS was formed in the same year. When the party was formed, it faced the conspiracy case, Kanpur conspiracy case. It was not allowed, Foundation Congress was not allowed to happen in legal conditions. Leaders were arrested, put in prison, conspiracy case. It was British Raj. But it did not deter the communists or the patriots who were fighting for independence. We made supreme sacrifices. It is not for us to claim, it is part of history. But RSS never fought for independence. Never fought for independence. In fact, it was serving the interests of British colonial rule. Why I am telling this? Today, RSS has come to the center stage of politics. It doesn't remain as cultural, social organization as it claimed to be in the past. Now it has come to the center stage of politics. It is acting as an extra constitutional power. It dictates what the present government should do or should not do. This is the challenge. BJP is nothing but the political arm of RSS, whose ideology is fascist, communal, fascist ideology. It happens at a time there is complete right-wing shift in our economic policies. Complete right-wing shift. What is the meaning of Make in India, Stand Up India, Start Up India, or Make Business Easy? What is the meaning? What is the meaning of maximum governance, minimum government? And after some time, you will say maximum governance, not even minimum government, no government. Why it is happening? The economy has been almost handed over to the corporate houses, the international finance capital. This right-wing shift has come to a decisive phase in Indian economy. And in this context, you find the battle has been taken to the level of superstructure. The battle now is taking place at the level of ideas and ideologies. Ideas and ideologies. Unless we understand this, we will not be able to understand the impending danger to Indian democracy. This is what I think Mumbai Collective will have to address, and the whole country will have to address. Why Gandhi was killed? We may say many things. Gandhi was not an atheist, as I am. Gandhi was not a Muslim. Gandhi was not a Buddhist. Why Gandhi was killed? He was a Hindu. That too practicing Hindu, doing regular bhajans. Yes, he was a practicing Hindu. But Gandhi was secular. Gandhi was secular. He was killed. He was killed. Now what they say? Gandhi's killing was historically correct. Godse is the number one patriot and he must be worshipped. The voice is so strong now. They say Godse is number one patriot. Why it happens now? They could not touch Ambedkar. Ambedkar was anti-Hindu. Ambedkar said, somehow I was born as Hindu, but I don't want to die as Hindu. I will never die as a Hindu. Ambedkar fought against the pernicious Hindu system. Ambedkar fought. But Ambedkar emerged as the prime architect of Indian Constitution. My friend was quoting. It was Dr. Ambedkar who said, if at all the Hindu Raj, the concept of Hindu Mahasabha or RSS becomes a reality, that will be the biggest calamity for the nation. Ambedkar said, biggest calamity for the nation. Ambedkar didn't compromise. I said it in Parliament. Ambedkar could have been forced to compromise by the situation that prevailed at that time. Gandhi's murder, Hindu-Muslim conflicts everywhere, people dying in thousands. The situation was such tragic situation. Ambedkar could have been forced to make compromises. Ambedkar didn't. I am speaking in the land of Dr. Ambedkar. Ambedkar did not compromise. Ambedkar said, India has to emerge as a secular democratic republic. No theocracy, no Hindu Raj, no Hindu Rashtra. Ambedkar made it clear. So now the battle is between the RSS idea of India and Dr. Ambedkar's idea of India. Where do we stand? When we talk of political resistance, as a communist, I speak, the same Mumbai city, communists and Ambedkar work together. There could have been some differences also in our approach, but as far as the long-term objective of building a new India, a new democratic republic is concerned, we didn't have differences. We work together. Now today, everyone can say, Jai Bhim, comrade. Jai Bhim, comrade. The base was created then itself when we were working with Dr. Ambedkar. Even Mr. Arun Jaitley took our name in Parliament to counterpose communists versus Ambedkar. I said in the very same Parliament, if Ambedkar would have been alive today, where will he go? Or where I will go? Ambedkar and myself will be working together. I declared in Parliament. I declared in Parliament. This is the politics we should understand. We are facing the threat of an emerging Indian variant of fascism. How to resist this fascism? How to resist this? Why it is happening in all universities? It is not accidental. Chennai IIT, Ambedkar Periyar Study Circle was banned. I am from Chennai. When I heard that, it was in a way shocking for me. How could someone think of banning Ambedkar Periyar Study Center in Chennai IIT? they did. Hyderabad, Rohit was forced to take that step. It was a murder. It was a murder. But again, Ambedkar. Now, Jawaharlal Nehru University, Allahabad University, Pune. When I was on my way to reach this place, I got a message from Richa Singh. She is reaching Delhi to articulate her case. Why there is an attack on Richa Singh in Allahabad University? Why it is happening in all our universities? In all our universities. Students, they are the dynamic section of our society. They are the new generation. They are the future. Future really belongs to them. The new ideas emerge in all these universities. These universities, as my friend said, is producing the soldiers who can defend the constitution. That is where the battle. We should understand why this is happening today. It is not just when I came to Mumbai last time, it was to observe Dabalkar's death anniversary. That was the time, no action, even now, no action against the culprits. After that, we lost Govind Pansare, we lost Kalburgi, and we have lost many people. Now, we are witnessing a new situation. It is not just question of intolerance. It is more than that. It is more than that. We should understand the danger, the threat. In fact, we are facing the danger of fascism. I repeat, the danger of right-wing fascism. Because the right-wing forces which did not fight for the independence, because nationhood they talk about, the nationhood. All this got shaped during our freedom movement. After independence, the nation really was in the making. As Dr. Ambedkar said, India is yet to emerge as a nation in true psychological and sociological sense. This is what Dr. Ambedkar said. As long as caste exists, India cannot emerge as a nation. That's also Ambedkar said. Caste is anti-national. That's why he went to other extent, saying that annihilation of caste. And I said in earlier occasion, I had been to Columbia University, not to study, but to go and pay respect to Dr. Ambedkar. There is a bust of Dr. Ambedkar. And I could see two basic documents kept before his statue. One of the first editions of Indian Constitution, cloth-bound edition. The other one, annihilation of caste. So I thought it gives a message. As far as India is concerned, the Constitution, which is a republican one, needs to be protected. On the other hand, the annihilation of caste must become the agenda for all the political parties, including communists and terrorists. It should become the agenda for all political parties. Now we are witnessing many challenges. Sedition. We are used to face seditions. British Raj slapped seditions against Starting from Bhagat Singh to Gandhi, all communist leaders faced sedition charges. It was British Raj. Now we are facing sedition charges in BJP Raj. And we fought British Raj. And we could throw out British Raj. And in the same way, we will fight BJP Raj. And we are sure to throw this BJP Raj out. I know. And I said in the press conference, Make in India, launched by Modi, has started giving results. It has produced one Kanaya Kumar. It is going to produce hundreds, thousands of Kanaya Kumars in the coming days. So what I am trying to say, the political resistance must be built up. It doesn't mean only political resistance. There should be resistance at social level. There should be resistance at cultural level. There should be resistance at ideological level. There should be resistance at all levels. At all levels. And intellectuals and the working masses must come together. As Gramsci put it, intellectuals cannot live in ivory towers now. First, one should understand. And intellectuals and the working masses, there can be workers in cities and towns, there can be agricultural workers, but the working people and the intellectuals must march shoulder to shoulder and fight this menace of fascism that is emerging in the country. And in parliament, as long as it is India's parliamentary democracy, we will be in parliament, and I am sure that India will remain as a parliamentary democracy. We will fight sedition. 2011 itself, I am telling you, I moved a private member bill on sedition, asking that 124A must be deleted from Indian Penal Code. 2011 itself, I moved. Now, one more resolution, my resolution is pending before Parliament, that is on capital punishment. India should join majority of countries to say no to capital punishment. Till Parliament decides, at least government should agree for a moratorium on capital punishments. This is my resolution pending before Parliament. As political activists, political parties, we fight. We will continue to fight inside Parliament and outside Parliament. But we should build a resistance to the present government, that to the RSS, the right-wing forces, which have become so aggressive and they want to subvert everything that we have built so far. And this should not be allowed to go on. And there must be a comprehensive, all-out resistance, and for which the political parties will have to rework their strategies, they will have to rework their positions, the mass organizations, not only students, youth, other organizations also will have to rework their positions and strategies. And all of us should come together. All of us should come together. We, the people. That is what the Constitution also begins. We, the people. We, the citizens of this country. We, the Indians. We are the guarantee for our Constitution. We are the guarantee for our democracy. We can save this country. We, only we, have to save this country. Now, understand the danger. It is RSS. It is not simply BJP and some fringe elements. It is RSS. The right wing has captured the state apparatus, and right wing RSS is capturing all state institutions and the state apparatus. What is ABVP? If ABVP believes in dialogue, let it have dialogue, but ABVP wants to suppress the dialogue, the freedom of thought, freedom of expression, using state machinery. That is what happened in Hyderabad University. That is what is happening in Jawaharlal Nehru University. We should understand. We should understand. So this is really the danger which we are facing today, and this has to be resisted. This has to be resisted, the right wing. And people say it is left, right. It can be ideologically, philosophically, left, right, but it is right versus the rest of India. That's what we understand. We should realize that it is right versus the rest of India, and the rest of India is the real India. That's what we should see. Right is not the India. Right is not the India. The rest, I put it, it is India versus right. I put it this way. What we are witnessing, the struggle is between India versus the rightists of India, who are India. And we have to take it as a challenge. And we will defend India and its sovereignty and its constitution and its democracy. And we will strengthen this battle and we will win this battle. It is not that we will give up. We will win this battle. And that is history. We have seen Hitler. He could even go for a world war. Finally, he had to bow down. He had to go and he had to be defeated. And here Mr. Modi or Ms. Bhagwat cannot instigate a world war to have their power. And in India, we will fight them and we will defeat them. That is what, it is not just intolerance. It is beyond that. And the resistance must be all-out resistance, and the danger is such, and we will all work together, should work together unitedly and face this challenge and save the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your very enlightening presentation, Comrade Raja.